Hi everyone, this is Winged, as everyone know me on the forums, and I'm here to share with you my experience of when I go out of my body and when I meet new beings just the moment after they've crossed over. I just want to laugh because it's my first time sitting here sharing with anyone else my experiences other than with those that live with me here, so it's new. Okay, so I leave my body, as you've seen with the breathing in. I compress, it's like a compression into the center of my being, my physical human body, and then I move out. I'm able to move out any way I feel like. I'm able to move out on the top of my head, sideways, whichever way, out of my feet, forward, backwards, anyway. And then I'm in the dimensions. So, in terms of beings that I've crossed over, I usually meet them just about 2 seconds, just 2-3 seconds before they die with them, and then I usually, if I'm like on time, occasionally it was Vino, who were there, just before that actually cross over, about the 2-3 seconds, and then he'd like lift them out, assist them with lifting them out. Well, that was also previously sometimes the being just get out on their own, exactly the way I do. It's exactly the same. Also, the last breath, they breathe in and then they breathe out and they're gone. Exactly the same the way I do it. And then they're in the dimensions, and usually they're confused. Then they like stand around and look around and like, where am I? Am I dreaming? Usually this is the main question we always get. Am I dreaming? What else? I have to tell you this story. Once we had a transvestite to get into the dimensions, and he was walking in and he was looking at the dimensions and going, "Oh, this place requires an absolute redo. This is unacceptable how this place looks like." It was like commenting on, because the dimensions were like really busy all the time, and you could just see energies moving around and sound wave frequencies moving around, and it looked like a mess. But if you understand how everything moves yourself, it's not really a mess. When you see numbers and equations of maths on a board or something, you kind of look at it and you go, what the hell does that mean? You don't understand it because you haven't understood the knowledge thereof or understood the practice thereof. So it's just like these equations all over the place with absolutely no meaning. But for us, if you have actually practiced it and you understand it yourself, you understand the equations, then it makes sense. So it's the same in the dimensions. So in being just to cross over, it was absolute confusion because you're able to see, as we move a sound. As we communicate a sound. As we assist, everything is as a movement of sound as yourself. So you see these sound movements running across all over the place, but it's not like that any longer. At the moment we're just here in our 8-shape form, and according to that we'll move ourselves as all in any given moment, no matter where we are, what we do. So it's no more crossing of sound and frequencies and vibrations and things like that. God, it used to be it looked like a real mess. And what I also, in terms of, so when the beings cross over, what I firstly do is assist them through their processes of the necessary forgiveness that are required to be done. And we have this, like a process center in the dimensions, where you go through these processes. Mainly, it is set up like experiences on Earth where you go through to test your application of forgiveness and practical application in the dimensions. So first they apply forgiveness, then they go through other processes. It looks exactly like Earth. It's almost the experience of Earth, but if you're in the dimensions. And then you are placed in you're placed in certain situations that are unexpected, that come, and in such a way are able to test your application abilities to see if you're effective or not. And what else? Oh, so when they cross over, first do that, and then I show them how to see what is their specific signature. In other words, each and every single dimensional being has a specific sound signature. And then what happens is, in terms of when you're in the dimensional existence, well now here on Earth, you're able to see your specific signature, and then you're also able to see the movements of other beings within you that are specific signature as well. So in other words, if there are beings that are stuck, you're able to see it within you as you. You see it like specific signature lines in your being. And then you check, and then what I usually do is, if I see a specific, not energy, a sound signature of a being within my presence, it means the being requires specific support or assistance. Well, everyone experiences it, but it depends who gets there first in terms of assisting that particular being. Sometimes it would be 50 or 60 or 100 of us coming together in one being. But then we'd have to see, and then what we do is we place it here before us, then place existence, check where the being is, and then there's a being, okay, go there. Then go there. So in terms of beings, the moment they cross over, they for a moment will go, what's going on? I don't understand. Where am I? Am I dreaming? Am I alive? Where is this? But then after that moment, they quantum understand what's going on. It's like a transition stage. But now recently, when beings cross over, they immediately, okay, what can I do? So they immediately quantum understand where they are, what's happened in this process, everything that we've done in existence, from beginning to where we are at the moment, what we're doing, what happened 2 years ago when the portal opened, all the changes that occurred. And this is a being that was on Earth that quantumly understand everything, but although they understand everything, the processes are of course still required. We recently set up new processes of the practical application support, but everything is reasonably a bit empty now, because all beings are going into the animal kingdom and nature at the moment, even human beings that have crossed over now. So it's at the moment really just the animal kingdom and the fairies and trees with human beings for a moment. Okay, this is, as everyone know me on the forum, Winged, and there's some of my experiences. Thank you.